Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with some more Unreal World, and we are here to destroy the enemy. But first, in today's episode, we are back in friendly territory over here in the Drick cultural boundaries. As you can see, this nice turquoise color, and I consider them to be the most wealthy civilization here in the game. There are several other cultures. You can see they're all represented by different colors throughout the map. Of course, the hostile tribe that we're trying to wipe out in this series is the purple guys. They are the lone hostile tribe. We've succeeded in the past few episodes in taking out two of their cities. We've got one settlement down here. This was a pretty small one, and we took this one out first. This is kind of our base of operations, but to be honest, at this point, I've got so many animals that the base of operations is on my animals, essentially. So what I mean by that is, if I take a look at the bull here, he is carrying all kinds of different stuff. We've got arrows and tool, and the arrows he might have been carrying because I shot him accidentally, but he's also carrying a bunch of clothing that I've put on him. And in addition to that, just about every other dog here you see has a bunch of stuff on it too. So essentially, I've taken all the loot from our first two victories, and I've got them here with us in the Drick territory. So I've done some trading already and scouting. As you can see, I've got several markers here. Some of them just indicate that I've recruited people from these tribes, but others are telling me that there are animals here, or one or two I think I might have even, yeah, look, so if I find like a nice piece of iron gear that I know I want to come back for, like these iron knee cops, I mark them. I mark them on the map, So this is a village I will definitely be revisiting here, because one of the goals is in this current trading session is not just to get animals and food, but to also start gearing up with some actual armor. I need a metal helmet, iron preferably. So it's a little bit tedious. What I have to do is go through each village, and let's see, is this one marked? No, not yet. It just indicates they probably don't have any dogs. So after a while, I start to get tired of searching every single building, and I will just mark if they have animals and leave it up to my later self to investigate all their buildings and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and look at all the gear, find anything that's worth trading. Of course, I'll look for animals too. But let's see, there's a bunch of people sleeping here. So it really just entails me walking through their area and looking at what they've got on the ground. If you're not sure too, you can just, hit the pickup button. And if you don't want anything, just exit out of it. But like I said, it's a little tedious going through all the villages, but it's worth it, especially once you get geared out. So I'm going to do some trading, as I said, and I will show you what loot I come up with. Okay, well, I have done some pretty good trading so far. I visited at least a half a dozen villages over here, but it is slow going because some places will have just doubled knee cops or, things that I don't really need. Now, I have picked up, let's see, I'm going to wear. Oops, wrong command. All right, I want to wear the Masterwork linen trousers. So I'm not just picking up like iron goods and stuff like that and armor, but I'm also picking up like really high quality clothing too. So the linen trousers, since they're Masterwork quality, I did grab those. And you can see I've also got some fine iron knee cops now, fine woolen undershirt. That's a new item as well. The long mail cowl, I'd like to find one of those, but I want it to be full. That one's kind of damaged. So I've got a whole bunch of tools and stuff on me right now. That's what I'm mainly trading with. Although the dogs and the bull, they're still loaded up with a bunch of clothing items. I did buy a second bull too. So now we have two bulls, named one of them Bert. So we got Bert and Buford. But here, decided to make things a little bit quicker, hopefully. Splitting axe, round shield. See, because this is what I've been doing for like the last 40 minutes. It's just searching the ground and stuff. So I think in order to speed things up, what I've done is I believe I've come to a village with a blacksmith here. Let's go and ask them. Yes, they have one. I don't know. I want a guy who will put out masterwork quality though. So if this current blacksmith here isn't masterwork, I'll just search their goods and leave. But I gotta find him first. Now, I think I mentioned too in a previous episode that you can't ask villagers where their water supply is. Well, I was totally wrong about that. And because I was just looking through some of the commands, different questions you could ask him. And that is one of them. So now I thought that I had the blacksmith memorized, like the look of him. I don't see him yet. So let me find this guy wherever he's at. He's probably hiding in one of these buildings. There he is. Yep. So he's got the apron on. This is him right here. Let's chat with this gentleman. All right, let's greet him. I would like to order metalworks from you. Spears, arrowheads, helmets. Fine quality. So masterwork would be better, but let me see. You know what? All I really want is a helmet. I mean, trust me, I want like the full stuff of armor, but I guess he can't make it. Maybe there are other guys who can. So what I'm going to do is I'll just put in an order for a helmet, okay? Because you don't have to pay him. Come back. You shall have a fine helmet. It will take me 2 weeks. So, okay. Now, I'm still going to search this area, so I'm not going to leave just yet. They might have something I want. I probably should have searched it first to see if there's already an iron helmet here, but I think if I do find something better, like a masterwork quality or something, I'll probably just not pick this one up. Or if I do, maybe I will, because I am going to be super rich. I mean, we already are. But let's see. So, like I said, I'm going to search the village. If there's anything interesting, I'll show it to you. But nonetheless, we're going to stick around here for a little bit of time. What I might have to do is put in a couple of orders for different pieces of armor and come back for them, because I don't want to spend a whole 2 weeks in the area. But we could probably get an attack done in that time. And by once we're done and we return, my armor should be ready. So that would be pretty cool. But man, it doesn't look like they have too much here. They have some broadswords. Most places have swords. That's something, when you are building your character, if you want to roleplay with the sword guy, sword wielder, it will be pretty easy to find weapons, trust me. Most places have them. Now there's a fine woolen undershirt, but I'm pretty sure I just bought one of those. Yeah, I have a fine woolen undershirt already on, so like I said, I'm looking for anything that's really good quality. Masterwork or perfect items are the best. And I was picking up food and stuff, but I've already got enough. Oh, one thing I didn't do was ask these people if they're selling any animals. Big sheep. Yeah, not worried about those. Oh, now here we go. So I've just found ourselves a master blacksmith. And I'm going to search for him, definitely see what he's got. And like I said, I'll put in an order for a helmet if he makes them. Some guys make different things, so I just got to locate him while I look for... Oh boy, I should probably zoom in a little bit. It makes it easier to see, but I'm also kind of searching the houses too at the same time, looking for any good trading items. I did just pick up another dog too, so that's fantastic. Oh, look! Here it is. This is what we've been looking for. 22 pounds of armor right there. So that's like a whole body piece, basically. Let me go ahead and locate... Well, I'm going to look around here. Like I said, it's probably best to search. So if like he's got a helmet or something here at the village already made, I don't have to order one. Let's go. Because I'm pretty sure you can just do one order at a time. I'm not 100% on that, but I imagine so. Alright, nettle tunic, knife. I'm also going to, since I'm doing a trade at this village, I'll go ahead and just pick up any foods that they have too. Oh, here's the blacksmith right here. Alright, let's see what's on the ground. Fine, splitting, heavy crossbow. Oh, that reminds me, I also got a masterwork hunting bow. So I'm pretty sure a longbow is a bit better than the hunting bow, but I will be using this in place of the regular longbow just because of its masterwork quality. So that's pretty good. At some point I should probably go up north to the Owl Tribe area and see if we can't locate a perfect or a good fine quality northern bow, because those are really the best in the game. Oops. Let's go ahead and trade and see what she wants for this piece of armor. Offer items. You know what? Hold on. Actually, what I think I want to do is grab some more gear off one of our dogs here, because at the moment I don't have any. You know what though? I'm carrying way too much. See my weight? It's at 324. I guarantee you right now I'm probably just about maxed out. What am I carrying? I got a lot of food on me. Yeah, you can see I've been trading a lot of fish, but that's good. I think most of it is in these tools and stuff. I've got 12 pounds of hand axes here, another 12 pounds of wooden axes. Wow. Well, I still do have the armor piece on me, I think. Yeah, wait. Yeah, there it is. It's unpaid. So let's go ahead and pay for it, and then I'll finagle around with the inventory and stuff. It does get to be a bit of a pain whenever you've got so many different items because you can't carry them all, obviously. All right, let's trade them a scimitar. It's a good start. Ooh, this is going to be an expensive trade, but that's okay. We'll give him the two woodsman's axes. Needs to be doubled. Let's go ahead and throw four hunting knives on there. Compensates for 2/3. I'll do another four hand axes. Pleasantly close. Let's see here. This is my stuff down here. You can see I'm starting to get low. Oh, I've got a masterwork knife and a fine knife. So let's throw that fine knife on top of there. Just a few more things away. Dang it, I should have grabbed some clothing, but that's okay. I've still got hand axes. Let's do another one. There it is. Boom. So that was an expensive trade, but totally worth it. So let's go ahead and say, okay, deal's complete. Now let's wear this thing. Oh, look at this. 22 pounds of mail. All right. Now if we go to my protection, you can see blunt, just an average excluding warmth now. Our entire midsection is dark green, which means we're nicely covered. We definitely need a helmet and like a cowl, like a male cowl, and then something for our forearms and our legs and hands and stuff. But we can acquire all those pieces now. Let's go talk to the blacksmith, see what this gentleman has here. Let's introduce ourselves. All right. Oops. Let's go back. And okay, let's see. Greet him, and he'll tell us. I'd like to order some metalworks here. I need a spear, arrow, helmet. Yes. I'd like to have an iron spectacle helm. That's a bit more expensive. All right. It says, will you be ready in 2 weeks? What do you want as payment? I've got all kinds of stuff. That's not a yeah. Let's see. Goodbye. So I think we can just bring him whatever we want when the time comes. I'm not going to give him my whatever he just asked for. I'm not giving him that, but let's see. Oh, so maybe I can order more stuff here. So we've got the helmet already ordered. Let's go ahead and get some arrowheads. No, a masterwork spear. A trident. I wonder if that's better in combat. We'll stick with the spear. Okay, it's a deal. Goodbye. Let's do it again. I'm going to order some masterwork. Since we can keep going here, might as well, right? Oh. So, okay, that's it. How's it coming? Wait, did I not put the order for the helmet in? Because all I see is the spear now. Dang it. I would have preferred to have the helmet, but that's okay. This guy's working on the spear. The other guy's doing a helmet. I suspect now it is just one item per blacksmith, so that makes more sense. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. So if we go to the map now, we can see, it's hard to see it because I do have a mark already here. Let me go ahead and take that off, actually delete that. So once our little character's gone, you'll be able to see that there is a marker here. Yeah, it says spear order placed today. Up here, you can see this is where I placed that iron helm. That was earlier today. So it doesn't tell you when to come back, but we know he said 2 weeks for each of those. So, it'll tell me how many days it's been since I placed the order. But, all right, I am certainly not done. We've got one nice piece of armor, but I've got a lot more stuff to trade. So I'm going to visit some more of the villages here in the region. Whoops, not that one. And we'll see what we can find. Okay, well, check it out. No, we are not in a hostile village. We have arrived up north. If you take a quick peek at the world map, you will see that I have moved all the way from down south here in the Drick territory. And I was looking at the map and I decided this is our best option right up here for the next phase of recruitment that we're going to be doing. This area right here. So the white culture, they're pretty good archers. In fact, remember earlier I was talking about the northern bow? Well, this is where we'll find it, searching around up here. Now, the bad thing is, I don't think they're super populated in terms of just like how many villages there are in some of these cultural boundaries. The good thing is, there's a lot of dogs for sale. I mean, I've only come to this one village, but they've got dogs here and they are selling them. Now, currently, I've got, let's look and count how many leashes I've got here because I've got a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Two of those are bulls, so we've got 11 dogs right now. But I need more. So, what I'm going to do, I actually dropped everything here except for food because I was planning on doing recruiting. But I think I can still pick up a little bit of clothing here. Now, let's go to that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, we've got a lot of options. Let's check out Poggers. He's got nothing on him. Okay, let's check out Buford. Carrying nothing. You can see we've actually gone through a lot of stuff here. Queen, Killer, 2 round shields. That might work. Remember, we're just trading for a dog, so this probably is enough. Let's talk to this gentleman right here. B, sir, we need a dog. Okay, let's offer, we'll just do 1 round shield for starters. There we go. Needs to be tripled. Okay, I'll throw that in there. That's 2/3. Now what I can probably do, you can see I've slimmed down. I've got only the stuff I need for fighting and keeping myself warm. So I'm going to come down here to the food section because I do have a couple, well, like about 100 pounds of food on me. So I'll go through here and just offer him some of these piles of small stuff real quick. Okay, there we go. Well, it took a bit more food than I had wanted, but it's okay. You know, like I've said multiple times now, wealth is not really an issue on this one. I can afford to be generous. And let's see, okay, let's grab our dog first. So the best way to do it is just to look at the dogs. See, this one's carrying a bunch of stuff. And see which one doesn't have a name yet. All right, these all do. I'm going to turn around. Oh boy, it might be that one over there. There's a lot of dogs here. Hold on, let me figure it out. Okay, well, I've discovered which dog it was. I just had to look around and figure out which one was mine, and I can order it to sit. So it stood still for me while I came over and put the leash on it. And I've named it Anarchy. There we go. Starting to get a little bit dark with the dog names, but that's okay. When you've got 12 dogs, you got to get kind of creative. But that brings me to a good point. I don't think I'll purchase any more dogs for right now. I mean, 12 is probably enough for a nice little shield of canines, which was my intention. So I am just going to focus on right now, not recruiting right away. I'm actually just going to open up the map. I wish these people would stop following me. There we go. So like I've only got one village uncovered yet. It's just as important to uncover the villages you plan on recruiting from as it is the ones you plan on attacking. And basically for the same reason. It just makes it so much more efficient and easy to go around recruiting at each village, boom, 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 and then get on to the attack if you've already opened them up, you know. If you recruit from one village like I've got, and then you try to uncover and explore until you find another one to recruit from, it's going to be a complete waste of time. But nonetheless, like I say, you can see I'm down here pushing around. So I'm going to try and uncover all the villages in this particular little section of the Owl tribe. So let me show you what I come up with. Oh my gosh, well, look at this. It's worse than I had feared. I went through not the entire area, but most of the central location of each of these, and there's literally one village for each square. So obviously the denser part of this civilization's up here, but if we zoom out, I'm just worried that's going to be a little bit too far from the purple guys. I mean, oh, this would have been the perfect spot. We can definitely go in a little bit deeper and explore some of these settlements here and try it. I'm certainly going to, but I'm still going to go ahead and hit up each one of these, or at least the 4 or 5 closest, and we're going to do some heavy recruiting. Try and get an army together and go down there, and I really, really want to take out 2 settlements with 1 attack. Okay, well, check this out. So I just entered a village to do a little recruiting, but I made sure to look for any bows or arrows, and they do have a nice, well, it's a fine northern bow, so I'm actually going to trade for that. I've picked up some stuff here, And let's do T to trade, see what they want for this item. Okay, there we go. So I gave him mostly clothes and then 10 regular arrows, which are pretty easy to come by nowadays. I'm going to be basically just using broadheads anyway. So there we go. That's a deal. So I do have two bows now. I've got the Masterwork hunting bow, and I've also got the new northern bow that I just bought. So I'm not sure which one's better, but I am going to go ahead and just wield the fine northern bow. Now, if I find a masterwork northern bow, I'm definitely going to grab that too, and I will know which one's better for sure. But let's just see here. I also want to check and see if they will trade me dogs. Reindeer, doe. Now, most of these northern tribes will trade you deer. It's a really good source of deer, actually, but if you need meat. But I was hoping they'd also have a bunch of dogs too. But as you can see, there's quite a few people here. So I haven't even started recruiting. I'm going to start with the old guy first. What do you say? There he is. Of course, it's fine with him. All right, so before we actually do head out, give him a couple salmon. He's ready. Yeah, I need to drop some of that gear and push it onto one of my animals because I want to be as slim as possible. So before I do any more recruiting, yeah, let me take off some of the extraneous goods. Okay, there we go. So the first village is down. I got about four guys out of that, I'd say. And it's time to head over to the next one. They're few and far between, but I am making sure to still mark the ones because my memory is bad. And when you try and retrace your steps out here in the wilderness, it's just impossible unless you've got a good detailed map. Man, oh man. Well, I tell you what, they don't have many villages, but these folks are ready for a fight. I've been able to recruit from that village right there alone. I got about six people. That was kind of an exception for sure. The last one wasn't as good. The first one was nice though, but man, oh man, we might be able to do this. Of course, it's really always just down to timing, as I've tried to emphasize already in the past. It really does just come down to how quickly can you recruit and get your people back down south into an attack position. So, we're right on top of the settlement. We got one, maybe two more to check, and then we're on our way. Oh my God, guys. Well, look at this crowd. I've hit the mother lode at this village. They had so many people here. Plus, I mean, there's a lot of them I brought with me, don't get me wrong, but this is insane. I don't know if I've ever had an army quite this big. Jesus, I should have scouted out more territories below down to the south so we can attack more than two. Oh, but I think we're done now. Let me see. Did I mark this one? No. They are recruited, and I believe they have dogs too. After checking all those villages and talking to everybody, it does turn out that they have lots of dogs up for sale. So now that we're done, you can see I've brought myself to the very edge. So we are headed right down here to these two yellow X's. And I guess if I really push it, if we're lucky, we might be able to take out three if we can get down south to this one along the coast. But these two are the next big target. So let's head down there. Okay, we have made it down here. We're still a few miles away, but let's take that journey very carefully so as not to accidentally run into it. Okay, here's our first target then. So I'm going to fully rest. I'm not going to sleep or anything. The timing is pretty perfect in terms of the daylight and stuff, so we should be good. Let's see. Okay, the village is directly in front of me. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop everything I don't need. That includes that extra the hunting bow that I picked up. And I'll keep some of the knives on me, but I don't need the fisher's knife or the hunting knife. I'll keep the axe. I have my masterwork wide trident. I picked that up, actually. That's not the one I ordered. I actually found one worth trading, so I grabbed that. That's going to be my spear. And I'm dropping the skis, too. Okay, and all the food gets dropped, because that's actually quite a bit of the excess weight I've got on me now. There we go, drop that. And I also need to take the skis themselves off, because that's 12 pounds. So if I'm not using my ski stick, then I might as well not have the skis on or even, equipped, basically. So let's go ahead and speaking of equipped, let's put our broadhead arrow there. Like I said, make sure I'm fully rested. Okay, so we are at perfect endurance. Well, not quite perfect, but as good as we can get it. I'm a little nervous about this army. The trip down here did take quite a while. So it sucks. Also, look at this. There's another purple settlement popped up right here along the way. I didn't run into it, obviously, but just going near it made it show up on the map. So we might be able to take out the full bulk of their culture, but these little satellite settlements are going to be a real challenge after the fact. Nonetheless, we are set up perfectly for our first assault here on this duet of villages. So hopefully we can take them out in one go. We'll see once, like I said, it all comes down to the timing. Once we enter the village, we'll know because all the villagers will start talking to me. But unfortunately, I think we're going to save this attack for the start of tomorrow's episode. So we're ending on a little cliffhanger here, guys. I hope that's okay with you. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. It's been a busy episode today, and tomorrow's is going to be even more exciting. So tune in for that, guys, and I will see you on the next one.